Hey, I want to go over why I moved off of, because I like that 3-9, but as I got close to 3-9, I moved over to 5-6, May 6th, and then I moved over to 4-4, Book of Revelation, 404 verses, MLK date, um, the opening of the World Trade Center. Just I really like that 4-4. That's definitely still in second place. Um, But May 6th is the midpoint between the MLK and RFK events in 1968. 68 is his first name, middle initial, and last name in reverse reduction gematria. And in reverse reduction, 68 is also a match for Antichrist. So it matches him as Antichrist, which is why 1968 was 2001: A Space Odyssey, which is why 1968 featured the Heidi Bowl of the right eye utterly darkened Raiders playing the Jets, which brought down the Twins in 2001, and also the jet killed Donnie Darko, Donald's darkened right eye, the Dark Knight, all about the darkened right eye, per the Bible verse 11:17. We want to get into that today. Rachel Dawes. Who is Rachel Dawes? Rachel Dawes. Rachel Dawes, The Dark Knight. It's Maggie Gyllenhaal. They had another one play her um, in Batman Begins, the first of the three trilogies, but very particular in the reason why they switched up actresses because they wanted to make sure they matched up Dark Knight, Donnie Darko. Only one person acted in both, and that's Maggie Gyllenhaal, who just directed The Bride, which featured the Dark Knight Christian Bale as a lead actor, of course, as Frankenstein, and her brother is also in the movie, and her brother played Donnie Darko. They played brother and sister in real life. We assume they are, but who knows? And they played brother and sister in Donnie Darko. And Maggie was Batman's love interest in The Dark Knight. Rachel Dawes comes to 11:17, which is the Zechariah 11:17 Bible verse. Now remember, 11 times 17 is 187, which is murder code in California and is very famous in their world for murder because 11 times 17 is 187. And believe it or not, the 187th prime number is 1117. That's a double entendre. That's a double whammy. That's impossible. And yet there it is. So they named this character Rachel Dawes, the AI did, which writes the script for this world, named Rachel Dawes or gave this character this name whenever the ghost has been in the machine since the 1800s. So whenever it was established, because Rachel Dawes is 1117 in the Jewish Hebrew gematria, which is the most biblical, because that's where we get 666 matching his name. And but in the simple gematria, where A is 1 and Z is 26, Rachel Dawes comes to 99, and I started looking at the 99th day of the year, and then which is April 9th, Formula 409 I thought of, and then I was like, well, wait a second. Um, in Get Smart, it's Agent 86 and Agent 99. And who played Agent 99 in the movie Get Smart? Anne Hathaway, who also played in The Dark Knight Rises. So, and you'd be like, well, this is not the rising day, this is the going down day. Well, it's all about death and rising, it's all about the event. So I'm really and there's a lot of items that pop off this date for me as I'm starting to look at everything. There's personal ciphers that really crush this date, hit right on it. And then there's ciphers from their world that really hit right on it. So, good Lord willing, I'll get into that as I get into spring break. But I just wanted to do a video quickly and begin the playlist on all four of my channels and really show you why the 99th day of the year, or April 9th, is now in first place for me as now the high watch day. And after that, April 4th, which comes before it, there's some dates in March that are big, of course. March 18th, March 20th, 322, March 22nd, March 26th, March 25th, rising on 327, because 327 was the room number when Bond was wearing the skeleton outfit on Day of the Dead, representing death. That 327 popped up. But believe it or not, 327 does connect to our 409 date. And what else? Anyway, that's all my pea brain can think of right now, just to roll off at the top of my head. But I've got a lot of items prepped, and we will get to them, good Lord willing, later on down the road. Again, I'm off for spring break, coming right up here, as today is Thursday. So starting Friday, 9 days off. And good Lord willing, we'll take a deep dive into this April 9th date. And I'm sure nothing will happen, because this is about date number 455 that I've looked at. I don't know if I've looked at them all as strongly as I'm looking at this one, but yeah, usually come across about 30 to 40 dates a year that I look at in earnest. And but usually only about 5 or 6 that really captivate me, and this is one of them. This is definitely one of them. All right. Anyway, love y'all.